Hello folks, welcome back to Factaholic, and we've got an evolution video of the Big G today. Not your usual atomic breath or size evolution, but this time we're going to talk about something that makes Godzilla's stand out from the rest of the kaijus. Yes, you're right, the Big G's dorsal plates, or fins, or spikes, whatever you want to call them. I personally prefer plates and fins, to be honest. Whatever the case, the new trailers of Godzilla vs. Kong are making it a joy to live in these times, no matter of whatever problems the world's going through. So with that positivity in mind, today let's take a look at how the dorsal plates of our King of the Monsters has evolved over the years, right from the original Godzilla film up to this year's upcoming Godzilla vs. Kong showdown. And in our usual fashion, let's get them straight. Starting first with the Showa era. 1954 original Godzilla. Now, the first incarnation of Godzilla in kaiju history features a design called the Shodai Goji design. And here it featured a staggered row of dorsal plates. 3 rows of generally bone-white dorsal plates in particular. Apart from that, they were also curved slightly forward in contrast to most of the later suits, which would have the plates which didn't curve in any particular fashion. 1955 Gyakushu Goji design. Following its predecessor, this design too closely resembles the original Godzilla, with 5 prominent plates down the center of his back, which lights up blue when firing atomic breath. Appearing in Godzilla Raids Again, his dorsal plates took on a more uniform maple leaf shape, and now consisted of 1 main row flanked by 2 smaller rows, the largest dorsal plate being 11 meters long. 1962 to 1972 KingGoji, MosuGoji, DaisensoGoji, MusukoGoji, and SoshingekiGoji design. So, in between this decade, the King of the Monsters had undergone a few changes here and there, but the dorsal plates basically remained somewhat similar, with only a few minor tweaks here and there. 1973 to 1975 MegaroGoji design. In this incarnation, Godzilla had a silver, puffy, pillow-like designed dorsal spikes. Yeah, you can call it spines, plates, or fins, whatever sounds right to you. We're now stepping into the Heisei era. 1984 84 Goji design. Appearing in a new era of Godzilla films, the 1984 Godzilla was more powerful, bigger, badder, and stronger. Although the dorsal plates retained the same design more or less, the only significant difference being them becoming larger to match the bigger size. 1989 to 1991 BioGoji design. Facing the big bad Biollante and Ghidorah, this Godzilla also features similar designs, but the lateral dorsal fins sported by the Big G were enlarged, almost to the size of the center row. 1992 BatoGoji design. Here we see a change in the arrangement of Papa Goji's dorsal plates, with the largest plate having been located in the middle of the back. 1993 RadoGoji design. In his second outing with the MechaGodzilla, the Big G is revived by Rodan's life force, after which the white tips of his dorsal plates become translucent yellow in color. 1994 Moga Gucci. Here again we see RadoGoji's plate design being retained, with the only difference being the dorsal fins that had become large again. 1995 MogeGoji. Godzilla in his burning form has the same dorsal fins, but they now sport golden, orange, and reddish markings. He's suffering a literal nuclear breakdown after all. 1998 Zilla. Okay, Zilla isn't Godzilla, but rather a different kaiju. But no harm in taking a look at his designs too. So what have we got here? Well, in contrast to the Big G's maple leaf-shaped dorsal plates, the 1998 design has curved, spike-like scutes, curving toward the front, which was even described as looking somewhat like reversed shark fins. Not the most elegant, but not bad either. Moving ahead to the Millennium era. First up, we have 1999-2000 MireGoji design. So first look at the Millennium G-Man. His scales were more detailed and prominent, with the dorsal plates being much larger and jagged, with a purple tint to them. 2001 SokogekiGoji. Something different happening here, and Godzilla's dorsal plates shrank in size from the previous MireGoji and returned to their original look. Smooth and bone white in color, baby. 2002 to 2003 KiryuGoji. Seems like the dorsal plates were reduced a bit and clearly lost their purplish hue. We have the classic bone white color again, but the plates are still jagged, just like the MireGoji's dorsal plates. 2004 FinalGoji. One of my favorite incarnations of the Big G, the Final Wars Godzilla 2 features a much smaller set of dorsal plates, making them quite similar to those in the Showa series, having a single prominent row with smaller surrounding plates. 2014 GareGoji. So Godzilla 2014, the first Monsterverse outing into the Kaiju universe, brings a Godzilla whose dorsal plates are smaller than the previous designs, but still retain the core maple leaf shape. The main difference, them being straighter and very sharp, kinda like MireGoji's. Now, what this does is, it creates a more jagged look when rising from the water, and boy oh boy, it is an epic sight. As for other details, Legendary confirmed that there are exactly 89 dorsal plates running down his back, which is quite a lot, but we're definitely not complaining here because they're just astounding. Let's now finally dive into the Reiwa era. 2016 ShinGoji. Okay, kickstarting a new era of Godzilla films is the terrifying Shin Godzilla, who has so many different forms of his own, which can be a topic for a separate evolution video entirely. But then let's focus on the topic at hand here. Starting with the first form and second form, here we saw his back being covered with tan dorsal fins. In his third form, Shin has almost white dorsal plates and blood red coloration running down its back under the plates, clearly from the heat it generates. In his fourth form, this form's dorsal plates are black and much larger than in previous form. Shin also possesses red scales on them, reminiscent of keloid scars. Apart from that, his tail is very long, which also have small spike-like dorsal plates running along its length. 2017 to 2019 AniGoji. The Netflix anime series featuring Godzilla Earth and Godzilla Philius features jagged, triangular dorsal plates, which look much more spiky and frayed than any other incarnations in appearance. In fact, they almost look like a hybrid between the 2014 and 2016 designs for Godzilla's dorsal plates, and they're also more leaf-like in aesthetic, even possessing veins, further solidifying Godzilla Earth's origins from plant-based organisms. 2019 to 2021 Monsterverse Godzilla. Okay, we finally arrived at the end of the line, and look who we've got here. Ladies and gentlemen, take a bow. It's the king of the monsters, Titanus Godzilla. Talking about his dorsal plates, there's a slight revamp for King of the Monsters from his 2014 appearance, with his dorsal plates changing in shape. You can see that rather than being jagged and straighter in design, the new design features more protrusions. Quite the evolution if you ask me, but the base has remained more or less the same. No matter which incarnation you may talk about, Godzilla is always king of the monsters. So, that's a wrap for today. Hope you enjoyed the evolution. Thanks for watching. It's been a great pleasure. Here are other Godzilla videos you might like to watch. And better click before it disappears. See you there.